Hello, and welcome to this recent highlights in IC presentation. This is a short presentation to cover the main differences in IC over the last 3 or 4 years. So, if you have been using an older version of IC, or even ODM, then this will bring you up to speed with the current functionality. In 2015, our legacy product, ODM, was given a significant upgrades to its interface and to its engine, allowing it to be faster and easier to use. It was then renamed to be IC. So what we're going to do in this presentation is have a look at the versions IC 2015, 16 and 18, and look at the new functionality that has been added to these programs, and also to the improvements to the existing features that are contained inside the software. We will also then have a look at what's to come later this year with IC 2019. So, starting with IC 2015, we updated the interface to make it more consistent and easier to use, a significant improvement over the legacy ODM product. We also added in the integration with IP, allowing you to share datasets with IP or IC, so both products can use them equally. We then also added in a WITSML data link, allowing the connection to any real-time data source and bring that data directly into IC. We also improved our sequence stratigraphy workflows inside IC, adding in different displays, allowing you to display the data either in terms of accommodation space or sediment supply. We also added the support for zonal interpretations alongside your pick-based interpretations. We added some new stratigraphic tools onto our maps. So when displaying bubble data, you can step up and down your units in order, but also up and down the hierarchy of any stratigraphic scheme that you have set up. It also has the ability now to display highlights whenever unconformities are present, so you can actually see where your data is not complete. We also added in category plots, which are a way of displaying either environment or fasces data, so you can see the transition from one environment or fasces to another more clearly. With IC 2016, we brought in 64-bit compatibility to the program, which results in a significant performance improvement over previous versions. We also brought in a new map toolbox, which was a more consistent way of managing and creating your maps, where everything is in one place and you don't have to open up multiple windows to get the same functionality. It's all available right next to the map. We also added in the ability to import fault planes. So this can either be direct from files or through our data links, and you can display these on your maps. You can show them in the 3D viewer. They can also be displayed on any correlations, and the faults will then be displayed at the appropriate location on the line of correlation between your wells. We also did several improvements to the grids and surfaces with inside IC, adding in new methods, so kriging, quadratic shepherd, and minimum curvature were added in there. We also put in the ability to interactively edit these, so you can add in value points into your surfaces and have them automatically rebuild, and the ability to graphically resize the area over which the surfaces are being calculated. We added in improvements to our queries as well, adding in the ability to query any GIS or shape data, find wells that were present in any maps, charts, or even other queries. We then have the ability to display the curves to show their statistics, so showing a trend line or graphically showing the standard deviation, for example, through a particular interval. We also added in the ability to export other data types, so you can now export GIS data to either shapefile, KML file, GeoJSON, and the reports inside IC can be exported to multiple formats, including text file or spreadsheet. With IC 2018, we brought in a new LR licensing system, which allows them more easily analyze license usage over time. We added in ternary plots that allow you to plot on your core data or your curve data to show the different relationships, for example, in classifications. You can then highlight and draw areas or bring in existing overlays to display and categorize that data. We also brought in a dynamic well template. This is a template that's built into IC that will automatically show all the data that is available for a given well. We've also added in a feedback form into IC so that you can more easily get in contact with the support team and get the help that you need. We've also improved the IP and IC integration by adding in more supported parameter sets between the two programs and the ability to transfer more well header info, so more fields from the well header. We brought in default interpretations, which just makes the data editing or reporting workflows a lot easier. We also brought in dynamic scrolling on charts, so you can keep the well header where it is and dynamically change the scale or depth range of the well just using your mouse wheel. And we've also added in some additional improvements to the category plot that we brought in previously. So that's all inside IC at the moment. Looking forward to later this year with IC 2019. This is just some of the features that we're going to be bringing in. So new project and well permissions, where you can choose to hide specific wells or projects from selected users, allowing you to have greater control over data access within the system. We've also added the ability to store and display array curves. So this could be image logs or NMR data can now be brought in and displayed inside IC. And we've added in a DLIS loader to help with that. And then we've also improved the IP integration to include that data as well. So all the IP array data visualization can now be replicated inside IC. And all of this data can be queried and analyzed using the IC queries as well, so you can find what it is you're looking for in there. So, I hope you found this presentation to be useful. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions at all, feel free to get in contact with us, and we will be glad to help you. Thank you.